All right, now for Lurker, this is going to be the video about the exhaustive explanation of the mechanics. If you already know what the boss does, you can skip this video and go immediately to the strategy itself. So, a Lurker, first of all, it's a rooted boss, which means that if, no matter what, he will always be attacking people in melee range. It's always going to be the top threat in melee range. And that means if somehow the tank is not in melee range, he's going to attack the next top threat that's in melee range. All right, keep that in mind. So Lurker will be alternating between two phases. Phase 1, 3, 5, etc. are the emerged phases, and the phase 2, 4, 6, etc. are the submerged phases. We're going to be positioning like this, but yeah. So what does the boss do? First of all, he has a world spell, which he uses approximately every 17 seconds. It deals physical damage and knocks back everyone a tiny distance. Yeah. Also, Geyser targets someone at random and deals frost damage, and then knocks everyone away. It deals frost damage to you and everyone at 10 yards away from that target, and everyone hit is knocked away. So yeah, that's every 10 seconds. And finally, the very, very, very most dangerous ability that you need to be very scared of is Spout. Every like 36 seconds or so, he will stop attacking and start spewing a beam of water starting from the tank direction. And then he will rotate and do a little bit more than a 360 rotation in either right or left direction. It's random. And if this hits you, you take extremely heavy damage extremely fast, and you are also pushed away extremely far, extremely quick, and basically you die. You take so much damage from this that you should consider yourself dead if you are hit. It has killed people. Basically, you take like 4k damage every 0.2 seconds. So if you are fast enough, technically, you can like Petri, but consider yourself dead if you get hit. That's the golden rule. You don't want to get hit. So you can avoid that by jumping in the water. By the way, after we kill the trash before Lurker, the fish won't spawn when we get into the water. They will be dead. But now the water will put a dot on you that will inflict you damage every 3 seconds as long as you are in the water. And I'm gonna pause real quick to talk about this burning water thing, scalding water. So it deals damage every 3 seconds, and every time you enter the water as well, which means that if you stay in the water and you keep jumping by, like pressing space, as we all like to do, you will kill yourself very, very fast because it will deal damage at a much faster pace than if you just stayed in the water. Because when you jump, you get damaged every single time. It's much more frequent than every 3 seconds. So to avoid Spout, you will go in the water. It's okay to take the dot damage. You can Petri if you have to, obviously. And when you are in the water, you will avoid Spout. Spout will go over your head, and that is fine. We used to say that you don't need a breath bar, but some bugs can happen, and even if you are in the water and you don't have a breath bar, we used to say that you could stay at the surface and not get hit, but sometimes you do get hit anyway. So we recommend you just go a little bit deeper than just the surface to make sure you do not get hit by Spout. And when Spout passes over your head, then you can go back on the platform so that you don't keep taking the damage from the water dot. Something you really need to be aware of is that the Spout visual effect is much, much thinner than the actual effect. So you will get hit before you see the beam on you. It's thicker than it looks, okay? So do not greed. Please do not greed the timing. You will die if you do that. You want to jump in the water way before the beam gets to you, and you go back on the platform way after the beam has passed, okay? Just so you do not get accidentally hit. It has killed people. Now, as a DPS, you should be able to keep DPSing with Lurker from the water in most spots. And if you can't, that's okay. Just stay safe and go back to the platform once it's safe to do so. So yeah. And so that's it for spout. Also, he will use the spout every single time he re-emerges. So every time the emerge phase starts again, it starts with a spout. Now, submerge. So every 2 minutes, he will disappear into the water and adds will spawn. There will be 2 adds per outer platforms and 3 adds in the middle platform. The adds from the outer platforms are ranged adds, and the adds in the center are melees. And that's very important. So you will see them swimming up. They take like just a few seconds, but you will still see them come up. And then when they get to their final position, they will become attackable and they will notice you and attack you. So the ones that are very, very dangerous are the guardians, the melee mobs in the center. They have a frontal cleave that will kill non-tanks, so you at all times need to be sure you're not in front of them. They also have a hamstring, and yeah, so they are very dangerous, by the way. If you rip threat on them as a melee or someone in the center platform, you will die, definitely. They will one-shot you, so you can never afford to do that. And also, always make sure you're never in front of them. Now, one thing that's very important is they cannot swim. So if they get aggro, top aggro from someone that's on another platform, they will instantly TP to you, and kill everyone else on the platform. So this can never, ever happen. Because of this, we have the range tanking and deleting the mobs from their own platforms every time, and only then, when their platforms are secure, they can go on to killing the melee mobs, so that they are certain to not risk ripping threat. And no matter what, you can never risk ripping threat on those. If a teleport happens, it's GG. So yeah, we have 3 tanks for these, and yeah. And now the ambushers, so 2 per outer platform. They shoot for physical damage. They have a multi-shot. They can be CC'd. So basically, they don't hit for much. So they can be tanked by the DPS that are on those platforms. The idea is you keep one CC'd, you kill the other, and when the other's dead, you kill the first one. And then you go on to killing the melee ones. So that's it. After some time has passed, or most likely when all the mobs are dead, Lurker will submerge again and spout immediately. Also, yeah, there's a cheese mechanic. If no one's in range, that kills everyone. And also he has an enrage, but we always kill the boss much before that happens. So that's it for the explanation. Now let's go on to the strategies.